Ah, there we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. A most fantastic last day of your weekend, because then you gotta go back to work on Monday. Yeah, you're welcome for that. You're welcome. Okay. The one chatter right there is like, God damn it, man. Why'd you do that? Also, hang out really quick. I gotta make sure Doggo's working just fine. Or not Doggo. I have to check on her anyway. Hang on. All right, there we go. It's just because like she was like coughing a little bit. I don't know if chat heard that though, but she coughed a little bit. I was like, "Are you okay?" I don't know why she was coughing a little bit. Freaked me out. It freaked me out just a little bit. That's why I was like, okay, let me go check on that really quick." She's okay. She's just looking at me at the distance. She's like, "I sees you. I knows what you're doing." I would assume so, Lola. I would assume so, even though you can't. Well, actually, no, never mind. Yeah, no, she already just ignored me. She's like, all right, I'm done. God damn it. But I hope you guys had the most wonderful, past week, like the week that passed, and the weekend too, since on Saturday, then, since I know it's already like late in the afternoon for most of you, or early in the morning on Monday, which either way, I that sucks for some of you guys right there. For us, it's Sunday, and it's still the afternoon, so we still have at least some of the day left. More so than others. But damn, there was a lot of stuff that happened last week right there. I know I wasn't on top of most of it though, just because I've been super busy lately, and lots of stuff has been happening IRL that I just cannot disclose right now. But holy shit though, there was like, dude, like there was so much shit going on right now. I'm just impressed. Also, for those that I know we're talking about this. I know this is not going to be like on the main segment though, that we're going to be talking about. Mecha Break is over now. Like I believe today is the last day. Sunday, 3/16/2025. It's the last day, and I think it's coming like what? It's coming in April. So I do have a video on the beta. I do want to post that out there when the final game gets pushed out. So, and then there's like also a lot of videos on the backlog too. So there's that. So, I am trying to go to the more format of like, reactions on one week, the other week, video games such as Marvel Rivals, Mecha Break, Helldivers, anything that is pretty cool and I like to put on my channel because I think that's the coolest shit ever. The line has spoken. Well, and also the occasional anime tutorials, and besides that, and food. Cannot forget about the foods. Cannot forget about that. But yes, chat, this past week there's lots of stuff that happened going on with Twitter, obviously being Twitter again, as well as some other stuff going on again from Ubisoft and coping. Yeah, there's also some other stuff related to Pokemon again. Chat's just like, are you serious? Yep, it happened again. Which, I'm gonna be honest with you, even I'm surprised. Like what the fuck, man? I was like 100% surprised. I was like, dude, why the fuck, like, why is it always like Pokemon? And and last time I didn't even fucking say it, but I was thinking when I saw those machines right there. But dude, I'm thinking it again. You guys are gonna see that in a later part of the segment. I don't want to say it because I know last time I said it, some of you had the fucking idea apparently, or just like heard from word of the mouth, and they're like, you know what? Oh my god, why did I think of that? Oh my god. It's like, no, wait, no, don't fucking do that. Yeah, you know who you are. So let's get on to the first thing that's happened this week, and that was obviously going on with just Twitter as a whole, like literally as a whole. It was down. It was down. Just like, Nani? When was that? Oh no, dude, that was like on the 10th. Let's get into this. There we go. Let me just get everything formatted just right though. There we go. I'm just getting everything. Oh wow, I just figured out something right now. I'm stupid. Wow. Chat, I just realized something. I did not know you can do that. Damn, I actually feel stupid now from that. Why am I stupid, chat? I just realized that right now. Okay, I don't want to say what it is because then chat's gonna be like, "Wow, Sin, that's really it took you that long." I don't want to say what it is, but yes, for those that were aware or unaware, I mean, I honestly feel like people were aware. I already saw the public freak out on there, and that was like on the 10th of March, where Twitter and /X, I'm just gonna call it Twitter still, has confirmed that it was taken down with the outages and all that. It was a large-scale cyber attack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, people did freak out over it really bad on other stuff, and I was like, okay, but I mean, hey, look, Twitter's out. Go and touch some grass, and damn, people did not like that. They did not like that. Also, hi, Plataria. Seen the wine. I'm not the wine. Oh, yeah, I am a wine. Who am I? But yeah, I thought that was funny though that this happened. The Twitter was down. I know for most people they were like completely lost without it. But damn, it was one hell of a show. I highly recommend you should have watched it. That was just like it was cinema, chat. It was absolute fucking cinema. Next that we got in is from Insider Gaming. Yeah, I usually don't look at these things right there because I know it's just more like, oh, this shit right here. But this is the Ubisoft shareholder claims the company has failed to disclose meetings with EA and Microsoft about the IP acquisition. Yeah. If you aren't aware of the situation and what's going on with Ubisoft, chat, who was it? Tencent? Yeah, Tencent right there is the I think like the stockholders, if I recall. Yeah, stockholders. I believe that's what they were called, unless it was something else. But it is. They are the holders. Yeah, it says right here, a Ubisoft shareholder is running a protest outside the company of Paris offices and claims the studio has failed to disclose meetings regarding with the potential acquisition. First IGN, which, you know, oh my god, IGN chat. It was you see that right there, you immediately just get that flag. AJ Investments, a firm less than 1% in the stake of Ubisoft, says the studio is horribly mismanaged by the current management. In addition, the firm's CEO, I'm not going to even say that name because I'm going to butcher it like hella bad, says the company failed to disclose reported meetings with EA and Microsoft. You know, it's funny that I always joked about, dude, like imagine Assassin's Creed owned by EA. Like the microtransactions will be up the fucking ass. And I honestly feel like now it's going to happen. Why, you guys, why don't you tell me not to say this shit? Because apparently it happens. Every time I say something as a joke, it happens. What the fuck? And then Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft has not been doing too good too. Like, what do they have again? Oh yeah, they got Halo. I did see something about Halo. I know people were very upset over that. So, ow. Fine, I'll drink some water. Also, hello, King. How are you? Thankful for water. Thankful. But yeah, I saw that right there and I was like, yeah, EA Microsoft, that's going to be good. And it says, among other interested parties, regarding potential acquisition of Ubisoft's IPs. Still cannot say that name. I'm just going to call him K. K says the company didn't appropriately communicate its plans or talks with shareholders. Because of that, he is calling those who frustrated with the prolonged stagnation in Ubisoft stock's performance and lack of decisive action from the management team to join in the protest in May. K also added that AJ Invests is ready to sue Ubisoft for misleading investors. Holy shit. Man, imagine like taking money and then misleading people with that money and then giving them the middle figure and then just going to somebody else to sell stuff. Damn. That's like that's like the most horrible idea that a human can come up with. And they think it will work. Oh wait, Ubisoft's doing it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot. Of course Ubisoft's going to do that. Of course they're going to do that. Oh my god, of course they're fucking going to do that. Raise your hand if you feel like you were not surprised by that. You can't tell, but I'm raising my hand. He did add, however, that they are aware of Ubisoft's management having financial review of various... So wait, hang on. So they know... So hang on, he did add... So I'm assuming that like EA and Microsoft, since they're talking with them, they must know that their management is shit. Right? Like... I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Like, just like completely level with you guys. If like, you know, Assassin's Creed's owned by EA, or even that Tom Clancy franchise that they have, if it's owned by EA, I'm going to immediately just drop it from like even like attempting, like, even though I always say, hey, you know, and then again, I always joked about that too, and here we are, like, it's going to fucking happen. I always joke about that. It's like, you know what? You can give it to anybody. Hell, give it to EA. Like, EA already is corrupt and they're shady as shit, but at least, you know, they get the fucking job done half the damn time. I'm just joking when I said that, but like, I was fucking joking and being sarcastic when I said that. I wasn't being serious, Ubisoft. Are you guys fucking idiots? Can you not tell sarcasm? What the fuck, man? That was big. Oh my god, I can't, man. I swear, Ubisoft is just owned by clowns, or run by clowns. Not owned because, you know, the investors would own it. But the investors really should have fucking had more of a say in that, or should have been more aware of what was going on. I'm just saying. In a statement given to IGN, already bear flag, Ubisoft restated its past messaging that reviews of strategic and capitalistic options is ongoing at the company. Reviews of strategic and capitalist options. Bro, if you had strategic options right there, you would not be in this fucking mess. You had no strategic options. What the fuck you talking about, brother? You had no options. What the fuck? Get out of here, silly. Oh my god. Chat, they're right here saying, like, oh my god, I can't. Dude, I fucking can't. They're really saying that. The board has established an ad hoc ad hoc. Oh my god, wait, hang on. Independent committee to oversee the formal and competitive process as to see the exact best value of Ubisoft assets and franchise for all stakeholders. The company said Ubisoft will inform the market in accordance with applicable. I can't even say it because I'm fucking laughing a bit. Regulations. If one had the transaction materials. Strategic bankrupt, dude. Facts. That King, like, dude, 100%. I think that's what they had for the reviews. They had the review of strategic bankruptcy. Damn. Wrong type, Ubisoft. Then again, owned by clowns. What do you think of the latest developments, including Ubisoft shareholders planning to protest a potential acquisition in some way from EA and Microsoft or another company? Yada yada yada, and then, you know, all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. By the way, this is from like Insider Gaming. Reading this right here, they could do so much better. They can get more money than like EA and Microsoft. Because I'll be honest with you, EA is gonna kill this. I mean, like, chat. Look what happened to Titanfall. Whoever was in charge of EA at the time, bro, they fucking took like the best IP that they've ever made, Titanfall, and then you just fucking owed Yeller it while it was still fucking healthy. I'm like, what? They fucking did what? Why would they do that? That's like that. Like, people, like, dude. Ever since playing like Mecha Break, I've been like, man, you know, it would be nice if we had a Titanfall 3, because that would be something really, really cool. Meanwhile, EA is like, oh yeah, no, we took it to the back and owed Yeller it. Why? I'm just saying, like, how many of you guys remember like Titanfall? Like, I'm pretty sure not that many of you, because, you know, EA, again, how I was saying, you know, they just don't fucking give a shit half the damn time about majority of their IPs. they always pushed Titanfall when the big flagship title was getting set to release at the exact same time. And that big flagship title at that time was Battlefield. I have been here since Bad Company 2, so I mean, even then, I knew a lot of people were going to play Battlefield a lot more than, you know, Titanfall, and it's going to go with money. Like, should I get Titanfall this month or should I get Battlefield this month? Because, you know, if you play one game, if it's a good game, you're going to play for a little while long, probably like 2 months, 3 months, and then you're going to go over and play that game if you remember. They'll destroy everything. Facts. They will. And Microsoft, I'll be honest with you, know how I was talking about the Halo collection? So, or Halo Studios. I'll be honest with you, Halo Studios looks like it's found itself in another fire, because I've been seeing some stuff talking about Master Chief is disabled, a disabled lesbian now, and I saw that, I was like, what? Huh? Yeah, so that's what they're doing now. They're finally unmasking Master Chief, and I'm like, shit, I honestly feel like I'd prefer the fucking like TV show adaptation than this one now. That's saying a lot, because the TV adaptation of Halo was just a fucking flop. Like, holy shit. Now, I know people said that like the first season was really shit, and dude, it was. Second season did a little bit more better, but you know, yeah, I mean, like, chat, like, even I wanted to throw up a little bit from saying that. Even I wanted to throw up saying that. I think most of you guys were just like kind of wanting to vomit after me hearing me say that. I know people who work at Microsoft, they're not the brightest people I've met. Yeah, that makes sense right there. Especially from Halo Studios, because apparently that's who Master Chief is, a disabled lesbian and all that shit. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess Halo died. Then again, didn't Halo die like in 2015 or 2016 or something like that? Or was it earlier than that? Hard to say. Yeah. This is going to be fun right here if it's owned by Microsoft. That one right there, it's like, I honestly feel like that would be just like Ubisoft, but like a 2.0 version, which I honestly didn't think you can do that, Ubisoft, but damn, you fucking found a way. They did a Ubisoft 2.0, not the good way that we want it, their good way of how they want it. So, ouch. Yeah, I honestly feel like that's going to definitely work on their favor. And then speaking of, you know, Ubisoft, these are the reviews that have been coming in from the early access reviews from the Assassin's Creed Shadows, and of course you got like PC Gamer fantastic. There could be other shit in there, but they just fantastic. IGN satisfying. Sorry, man. IGN just says satisfying. They're probably want to give it like a 7 out of 10 after they get like probably like 50k from, you know, them. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I honestly feel like they pay for this shit. They have to, unless they're trying to get the glizzy from them. Then either one of those. Either one of them. And then the Vice says, which I honestly still surprised Vice is in. This is here. It says a gorgeous vistas. Very place style, and it's great. Wait. Vistas? What the fuck? What? Huh? Wait. That's Japan. It's in like that some other part. Oh my god. See, look, why is she just fucking doing that shit again? I don't think Japan had that at that time period. I don't think they had that at that time period. Maybe it might have been later on. But I mean, I don't know like the exact year though again. But then again, I know everything about it is like so fucking inaccurate. Like, chat, most of the stuff that they have on here, which I have seen, is from China. Like, the decor, it's all Chinese. It's not Japanese, or Taiwan. It's from Taiwan, China, like literally everywhere else in Asia but Japan. That sounds about right. and they said they got the brightest people who are historical, like historians. I could tell you this much. That meme right there is like the, oh my god, what was that? The one where it's like the source is, I made the fuck up. That's what I feel like. That's who their source is. I made the fuck up. Yeah, but all these right here are definitely getting paid by Ubisoft. And it's crazy too that, you know, they're still paying for these reviews. Or they're just like, you know, backing each other up. Which, again, IGN, when IGN says satisfying, you have to think opposite. So it's going to be unsatisfying. Because every time IGN gives it like an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, it's actually like a 3 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10. It's like, it's reverse. Which, I mean, again, we all know that. I mean, you guys did see the thing that they did from like Invincible, right? They said Invincible, like the second or like the latest season, especially the last episode, they gave it like a 2 out of 10. And I'm like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? And they were like not talking about like, okay, so you know how people have been like joking about like the animation quality and all that, like, you know, sometimes feels like it's just like sliding across and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that it's you know, I mean, I can understand if they were nitpicking that right there, maybe they give it a lower score, but bro, they literally just like, I feel like they just didn't fucking care about it. So again, IGN and then Vice, and we already know Inverse, ESPN, like, brother, ESPN, what the fuck? Isn't ESPN like, you know, for fucking like athlete games and all that right there? Or is that something else? Hang on, let me check. I'm gonna check right now, chat. Isn't that like ESPN? Like, is it for that? Hang on, I would swear it's a sports book operated. Bro, it's the people who cover NBA, NFL, MLB, and men's college basketball. It's literally how I feel right now, chat. What the fuck, dude? They literally got people to review it and probably definitely paid them who fucking only do fucking football or basketball or baseball coverage. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is that really where we're at right now? Is that where we're really at? Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. When this game comes out, because I already saw the fucking footage of it since it got leaked on the internet, full gameplay and all. I saw it. It was fucking horseshit. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play fucking Ghost of Tsushima again, and we're gonna fucking go in there and we're gonna fucking kick ass, while put in the category of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, I fucking said it. I saw the gameplay of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like that was so horrible. That was so horrible. Next that we have right now, they just, you know, have to, you know, you always have to talk about something since I know we're on the subject of that. Xbox has revealed an AI friend that can coach you and improve your skills and provide assistance on games. If that doesn't scream dead internet theory, I don't know what does. Xbox right there saying you don't have friends. Damn. I fucking can't. Are you kidding me? They're really doing that. Xbox is seriously doing this, chat. Brother, they're actually doing this concept. And of course, Minecraft. They have to do this. Brother, they really have this. An AI friend that can help you improve your skills and provide assistance on games. Dead internet theory is like screaming hella hard right now, chat. It really is. Like, dude, like, your friend, an artificial intelligence friend. I fucking can't. Like, dude, like, I can't. Even I'm dumbfounded at that. You were really gonna do that, but then again, Sony's also experimenting in the same kind of stuff right there. Pretty sure you guys saw the Horizon Zero Dawn thing that has been floating around that, you know, has been getting taken down by Sony left and right, where they had an artificial intelligence with Alloy from the Horizon franchise talking about like, you know, all these other stuff because you're asking questions, and it gives like, you know, it had that, you know, the text to speech chat. That was very freaky, and I find it ironic that whole, I know I haven't played the game, but I know the whole premise is talking about AI, about how it took over the whole fucking world, and then that's a dystopian future that we got. I find it ironic that that's the one they chose. That's the one they went with. They could have chosen anything else. They could have chosen like, you know, God of War, you know, that IP, Nathan Drake, you know, but. Of course, they chose the one that was gonna say, hey, you know, AI is bad. That's like the whole premise of the story. AI destroyed everything. They took our jobs and they destroyed everything, and this is where we're at. We're in a post-apocalyptic future. And then Xbox also doing the same thing. If one gets caught for red-handed, the other one's gonna do that too. I'm just saying. Another thing that I saw right here, which was pretty crazy right here. And this is like a little just like, you know, like, damn, this is just wild segment right here. And this is like a train that goes from London to Paris, was canceled on March 7th, which I know is a while back, because they found a 500-kilogram bomb from World War II on the tracks when they were doing, I guess, like renovations or like just double checking all that. I thought that was pretty wild right there. Yeah, that's the bomb that, you know, what the 500 kg bomb from World War II would look like. Chat. Crazy that there's still so much ammunition and bombs, like just like, you know, still everywhere, and people still find it. That's insane. Like unexploded too. Insane. Definitely feel bad for the people who are like trying to get to their like vacation in time. Oh my god. Next that we have is the little reaction thing right now. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with these. So we're going to go with this one right here. And this is an IRL streamer stabbed to death in Japan by a fan. There is some context though, I believe, that from this. Since I know this one on the 12th. I believe it was like... when I saw it, and this was just like a little while ago, because I was like curious, because I know I saw this, so I was like doing my research before her stream, and I was reading some stuff. I don't know if it's on here though, but I just find it pretty just fucking crazy what happened.
And today we're going to be taking a look at another one of these just insane stories that has just happened to an IRL streamer in Japan.
And it's crazy that Japan is really like secret, or not secret, very quiet when it comes to stuff like that.
Amount of stories of people who have some sort of issue with like IRL streamers or whatever just kind of showing up wherever they're streaming and causing problems. Just a couple days ago, I made a video where a couple of American female streamers, Cinebrit, Valkyrie, and Miru, I believe it was, they were all live streaming, and a guy showed up and was trying to like get one of their numbers, and then when he was rejected, he followed them around like threatening to kill them and all kinds of just like insane shit. Well, tragically in the story,
I'm just gonna say this is why I don't stream like IRL, and that's why I use a model. See chat, 5-head strategy right there. They don't know who you are if they don't know who you are. I could be an actual cat. You may not even fucking know. Or I could be a parrot. Or I could just be like a girl with a voice changer. You never know. You never know.
We're about to take a look at here, the woman was actually brutally killed on stream by the guy who found her or whatever here, and it blows my mind that people are willing to take any of this far, right? Streaming is, I think, never that important to where like you should feel inclined to kill somebody because of their stream or whatever here. Now, I don't know the reason off the top why this woman...
Okay, so this is the thing that I actually read like a little while ago, because this popped in right now. Is so the reason why this happened, and you guys are gonna think this is crazy, is because there was like messages, like private messages, like between them. She was asking for money from him, which I'm already like, okay, a red flag's already getting raised. And she was like really guilt tripping him like, you know, parasocialism and all that kind of shit. That, dude, that's exactly what she fed off of right there. It goes to the that saying that you fuck around and find out, and that's what happened. So he was asking for his money, so it was insane. So they just kept exchanging the whole messages the whole time. It was wild, like, and she would ask money from him almost every time. I know it was not a lot though. I think like in US dollars it was like 50K, but like in, or like 50 or 30K, somewhere around there. But like and that's US dollars right there. But I know for Japan it's a lot more than that. Yeah, it's a lot more than that. So it was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know if like more or less of how that was go, because I just did a quick read on that and I was like, oh my god. And then there was like also like translations of that, because it was like leaked, or not leaked, it was revealed from, you know, official sources. So I was like, oh my god, dude. So I don't know how much that is true, because to take everything with a grain of salt.
The article suggests it could be a multitude of different things. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the article here and kind of piece this one together, because it really just doesn't make sense to me why this continues to even be a thing, really. So a Japanese streamer was stabbed multiple times while IRL streaming to over 6,000 people in Tokyo on March 11th at 9:50 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. The streamer Airi Sato was walking the streets of Shinjuku while live streaming on the Japanese platform WhoWatch. According to Need to Know, she suddenly began screaming for over a minute before a man covered in blood and holding a knife appeared on screen. Quote, "Are you dead yet?" asked the alleged attacker, described as a hater or anti-fan in Japanese media.
That sounds fucking wild.
Continued with all of this going on, with fans eagerly concerned about the well-being of the woman, even as emergency sirens roared over the black screen. Quote, according to police, the suspect said he wanted his money back, leading to...
Yeah, you see, that's where I was hearing that from. I was like, when he was asking for money back, people were like doing their digging on the internet, and then they found all that stuff.
Speculation that he may have been a viewer who donated money to her streams, said journalist Jeffrey Hall.
Private DMs.
Insane news story.
They actually got that from her phone and his phone.
Usually when you hear about IRL streamers, nothing ever actually happens. I mean, there's been thousands of IRL streamers who've just, you know, done their thing over time. But then there's very specific situations like this you hear about where things just go wildly too fucking far. And like I said, the timing of this compared to what just happened the other day with the other, it's just scary to think, man. Like, I really, as an IRL streamer right now, I would, if that was my job, I would be reconsidering, man, because you really
I mean, to be fair, if you feel like you're gonna be like, again, and this is like the stuff that I found out later on, I feel like if you're gonna be like doing like the stupid shit like Johnny Somali, or like, you know, privately messaging your community, I honestly feel like, you know, and asking money from them too, which, you know, like lots of money. That's already going to be like a fucking red flag. Like, for a lot of people, I honestly feel like that. Then again, I think there was something like in Japan, if I remember, that I know the Japanese government did take down that book that was put like online, and it's like how to scam people. So and it's for like women to scam people, and I was like, what the fuck? I forgot the name of that though, but it's just that they're really taking that down, and they've already I think they launched an investigation on that person and trying to find like how many people that were scammed off that. But yeah, no, like it's insane. You're like, what the fuck? There's a book to scam, and it's like, yeah, dude, like holy shit. So they like, dude, they really try to make you like, oh yeah, no, I'll definitely go for you, and yada yada yada, and it's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they go up to you like out of nowhere and then just start hitting on you out of all the fucking places, and they're really, really trying to go for that, and then they start asking for money, like, you know, it's like, you know, just throw them a bone. Again, just say, oh, I can give you like $200, and then that's it. And then if they ask for like 600 or 400 more bucks, or like an extra $100, let alone if they ask for the same money, like you gotta ask them what you do with it. They say, oh well, I spend it on like you know, what is it, like food, or if they say like, you know, living, then you already know it's like, okay, what the fuck did you really spend it on? And if they say it was that, then you're like, okay, well, you know, that was the only give me you're gonna get right there. So good fucking luck with the rest of your life. Because do they really scam people there? I've noticed.
Fortunately never fucking know with the internet, bro. And people don't seem to understand.
That's the context that I've been hearing.
As cool as the internet is, you
Again,
can do
I take
a
that
lot
with a
of
grain
fun
of salt.
stuff on it. There's a lot of websites to check out and things like that. But when you're dealing with these other people,
Like until it gets like officially said,
whatnot,
like by the government, but it's just like that was like a media source, so I don't know how legit they can be, you know.
As an IRL streamer, she had 6,000 people.
But it does
watching.
look legit though from the source what I'm hearing.
6,000 people could be. I mean,
because they said they got in through the both phones. I would imagine
if you have 6,000 people in like a big room, one of those people has to turn out to be like a fucking complete psychopath, right? Who's willing to do something like this. It really blows my mind.
I honestly feel like that's just taking it too far, like killing somebody.
Just you never know online with these people, because some of these people have literally nothing to fucking lose. Like this guy apparently was willing to hunt down this streamer and commit murder on live stream, by the way, in like broad daylight, where everyone's gonna see it, everyone's gonna know who did it, right? These types of people just have nothing going on, man. Now, the details, a little bit gruesome for me, man. I hated reading this. Like, from the way it sounds, this man
Dude, imagine being that person right there watching that. Oh my god, that's like some fucking horror shit right there.
I mean, from the sound of it, she was still alive. Like, that is such a horrible thing to have to go through, bro. Obviously, she couldn't really defend herself in this instance. I'm assuming he came up on her by surprise and did this. Like, she probably didn't even see the guy coming in the first place. Just such an excruciating and terrible way to go out in front of all these people. So obviously, rest in peace to this poor woman who was just fucking murdered. Apparently, this guy wanted his money back, and so people are thinking like he was a donator or something. I don't know how Japanese streaming works in comparison to like here in the United States, but all the times that I've streamed, most people, if they ever donate, which is already like a smaller portion of the audience anyway, they usually are only donating like $1, $5, maybe $10, right? It's
which is, you know, more reasonable, because it's just like, you know, spare change, ma'am, spare change. Bro, I'll be happy if I get a fucking dollar. You know, I could buy with $1, chat. No, I'm like dead ass asking you, like, what can you buy for $1? I don't even know what to buy for $1. Hell, I don't even know what the value of $1 is. That's like every VTuber. We don't know the value of $1, man.
It's not like they're donating $70,000 to a streamer or something fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, no, $70,000. I'll be like, I don't want this. Get this out of here.
But I cannot imagine he ever dropped enough money that he would need it back from this fucking streamer he was watching, to the point where he hunts them down and fucking kills them in broad daylight. I mean, there is just, I don't know. I don't think there's enough money in streaming for you to be able to do something like that, right? That sounds like some sort of mafia kind of shit.
Mafia, dude. Isn't there a game called Mafia?
A man in his 40s identified as Kenichi Takano told police that he, quote, didn't mean to kill her. Takano reportedly visited a restaurant where Sato worked since August 2022 after watching her broadcasts, and had sent her money. Quote, I managed to raise funds with my savings and consumer loans and lent Sato more than 2 million yen for living and other expenses. I made up my mind to attack her as she wouldn't give my money back, he told police. The Standard reports Sato had died after wounds to her head, neck, and abdomen, that she was found unconscious before being rushed to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. So honestly, this whole fucking situation just
that's like something
weird,
from like
right?
a horror game right there.
Like 2.5 years, I guess. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if he found her at the restaurant because he liked her streaming, or if it was just some guy who walked in wanting fucking sushi or something, and she's like, oh yeah, I stream, and he, you know, tuned in after that. I don't know.
Dude, again, I'm just gonna say that, like, with they go off the parasocialism right there. I'm assuming maybe he was thinking, oh, maybe I might have a chance with her, but from what I can gather, though, from like, again, from like the internet doing their investigation, is that like the time that, like, I guess when he was like doing apparently there was like a lawsuit against her to get the money back, and she lost. yeah, like the government right there, the courts saw that they were like, yeah, no, you have to pay them that money back, every last dime, yen, every last yen. But the thing is, she did like, I guess like a like was it a pro corrupt businessman move. They just never paid it. Yeah, like they never paid it. They didn't want to pay it. And I think they even said like on the internet that from the clips, again, like translations, I don't know from that if that's exactly what was going on, but she was like talking about how she like felt from the lawsuit and how like she was being harassed by them and saying that I blocked them and all that because of the blah 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 blah. And it's like, I honestly feel like if you cannot pay that money within like, or at least give them like a quarter of that money within like, I want to say like 2 months, then I honestly feel like, you know, and then again, the police, you know, how they have rules set up over there, especially with how that shit's been going lately. I feel like if you can't pay that money back within like a month or two, the police, you know, like there's just going to be a warrant out for your arrest. Like, I honestly feel like that's more justified. A warrant out for your arrest. They arrest you, you go to prison, and any assets that you currently have will be sold off to pay for the expenses of what you need to pay from the lawsuit, so they can get their money back. I honestly feel like that's what I mean, to be fair, that's probably would have been the best case scenario if that was, you know, like, again, I don't know like if she was saying that shit, and again, you know, because translations, I don't speak Japanese, but for some of the Japanese viewers out there that have been like, you know, more on this than anything, I know I kept this one because I don't know most of the stuff, because, you know, people tend to, you know, mistranslate stuff, and I just want to verify if most of that stuff is true. But if that is the case right there, like, I honestly feel like prison time and seizing the assets and selling it off would have been more fair. Because, you know, and I mean, you know, no, like, look, the person who was, you know, scammed would have got their money back, and she would have not died. Like, so it's kind of hard to say, like, you know, because, like, you know, you're trying to choose, like, if both of this is true, like, if that story right there is true, then it's like, you know, you're trying to choose which is the lesser of two evils, which is just very hard to, you know, really decide. Like, one, you can't condone murder. On the other hand, you can't really condone someone scamming their audience the way that she did to that one person privately, of course.
No, but either way, I guess he decided to loan this girl almost $14,000 for living and shit
14.
like that.
I know it's 14. Oh, so it's 14,000. Oh my god, that's even a lot.
So he just
I would not even do that.
Brutally murder her. Right?
I don't care if they're a 10 out of 10. They ask for money. Their 10 out of 10 goes down to fucking. They lose like fucking 5, so they're a 5 out of 10.
Like, hey, love your streams. Here's $5, stuff like that, right? But this sounds more like an arrangement loan or something, right? Like, he's talking about he took out consumer loans and all this other shit for this woman. First off, you have to be a complete fucking lunatic to do that anyway, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Would walk into
consumer
like
loans,
Burger
bruh.
King today, right? You see a woman at the cash register who's like, "Yeah, I stream on Twitch," and you're like, "Okay,
I stream on Twitch." I like that translate.
$15,000 in loans so you can live.
I stream on Twitch too, chat.
Right? That just doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up at all.
I can't scream really loud.
Do this? And this
my throat does hurt a little bit though. I guess I can't, but you know, just screaming.
And shit like that anyway, it's like this guy was clearly a fucking loser, right? Like, he clearly just had nothing going on for himself. And truth be told, he allowed himself to kind of get played here. I mean, even from the way it's being described, it never sounds like she made an arrangement to give him back anything. It sounds like he was just like, "Oh, I like you, or I like your streams or whatever, so here's the money." And it sounds like it was a gift. I mean, if it's a gift and she's not like on any record or whatever saying, "Hey, I'll pay you back," I mean, you're kind of opening yourself up to this shit here, bro. But
yeah, I can see that right there. But then, like, the messages, if it was privately, you know, disclosed and all that, asking for money and saying that I will pay it back. Again, the people's court over there in Japan already said, yeah, no, you have to pay this gentleman back their money. and she just did the I guess like the negative 25 head like saying nuh-uh. Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. The nuh-uh don't work. And she found out the hard way, unfortunately, from that. Again, I honestly feel like, like if she couldn't pay within a month, put a warrant out for her arrest, prison time, and now that and it's like, under that like agreement right there, since she lost the case, if she cannot pay a quarter or at least half that money back within 2 months or a month or even a quarter in a month, they will arrest her. She'll have a warrant out for her arrest. She's not able to leave the country, and they will seize her assets, whatever they may be, like how, like the house right there, they can sell it off, get the money from it. Any personal belongings too that's in the house too gets sold off, and then that right there, what they can get from that, they give to the person who was affected by the scam. She's facing prison time from that too. So I honestly feel like that would be more fair. Because then, like, everyone would have gone, like, everyone would have gone on alive. And, I mean, to be fair, like, she's, like, the top one of those, like, streamers and all that. So, if she goes away for, like, 2 months, yeah, that might hurt her. If she goes away for, like, a month, bro, that's like fucking nothing. That's, like, a hiatus for a VTuber. Like, well, then again, like, 2 months, even then, people will come back, so. Yeah, so, I mean, like, honestly feel like the prison time would have probably been more better, though. But even then, like, loaning it out, like, again, loaning money out, like, because I've seen this so many times that, and you guys know who you are. You guys know who you are. I've seen people like donate like like thousands of dollars to like these IRL streamers that do look really, really beautiful, but I can tell that they're it's what is it, like facade, or no, that's not the right word. Well, either way, I can tell that they're just trying to get money from people who are just lonely, and that's how I'm able to tell. I mean, if they play video games and all that, it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch it if it's a video game I'm interested in right there. For sure, I'll watch it. But if you're doing like lame shit, like ASMR, then I don't know. I find that kind of creepy a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I find it very creepy. Because I'm like, dude, why the fuck ASMR though? I mean, yeah, I guess like, for some people it's good. For some people it's good. It helps them, But yeah, no, I just find it very creepy and very disturbing half the time when I see that. But again, that's me. Again, like, that's just how I am. I know some people be like, oh, I really like that dude, and it's like, hey, look, I got no problem with it. But just for me, I find it just very like off-putting. I'm kind of a little cringy sometimes too. Again, that's just me. You could, again, I'm not like trying to say, hey, your tastes suck. I'm just like, hey, no, that like my taste is different from yours. You may like the color, pink. I like the color orange. And you may hate orange, and I might hate the color pink. But at the end of the day, it's just, we can justify this is why this color is the best. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on what color is the best.
To go as far as murdering her but
never
revenge,
like
over something that
loaning.
you did, like a mistake that you as a person made, just fucking insanity. These kinds of people, bro, they cannot be walking around with everybody else, right? These people,
then again, they got Johnny Somali and those people. Well, for now,
the type of person you put in a padded room for the rest of his life in a straitjacket and just let him go. So obviously, there's still like a lot of confusing details about this whole story. We probably will never know like the full extent, like what really led up to all this, how this was all even started. We know what we know, and that's probably all we're really gonna know about this one. But my thing is it just seems like recently, especially, all of the reasons why I wouldn't want to be an IRL streamer, they're just on full display right here, bro. It's already kind of bad enough, I feel like, streaming at your own setup at your house or at a studio, because even then, right, people fucking swat these streamers, they send the police over and harass you, and they fuck with you and all this other kind of stuff, right?
Dude, all I have is just like, in case it ever actually does get leaked on there, bro, I have a P.O. box. Everything goes over there, I have to go pick it up. And sometimes it's not even me that picks it up too. I'll like, because I know some of you guys have done throne gifts too, so I just have a P.O. box so I can go pick it up. So it's not like, you know, you guys are gonna like definitely be like, oh, I know where he lives. It's like, it's just like a building that does the mail, and it's like, brother, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, I usually try to, like, you know, cover like that kind of stuff though, because I know I have a thrones, and I never know what could happen. I'll never know what could happen, especially like, you know, with how the progress has been going lately. So yeah, for me, it's like I have to go to like the mailbox, or it's like a PO. It's like, well, it's a PO box, but it's inside a mail office, so I have to go pick it up. So that's where I have mine set, because I don't want to go over there and, you know, like, I didn't want to put my actual address down for that right there. So I made like that PO box, and I was like, I would like a books, please.
That's
not that many people actually do that, to be fair. I feel like it's pretty safe.
But this whole IRL streaming thing opens up an entirely new avenue of danger. I think people, they think that like when they see these IRL streams, like, oh, there's no way that someone could find out like where this person is, or like, you know, what location they're currently
they'll
at,
always
right?
find.
But I mean, you got to think like this guy seems like he was a local, you know what I mean? Because he knew the streamer, and like I think he lives in
That's one place I do want to go and
so,
actually like stream some stuff on there in Japan. I got a mask and everything.
Whatever, right?
Also, it's not like anyone can find me. I'm predator chat.
You know what I
you
mean?
find me,
and
I'm just gonna
then,
teleport
like,
out.
People online who are so deranged, they're so
and then be right behind you.
Got literally nothing better to do. They will
plays
dedicate
Goku
their
me
time
music.
to finding out where you're at just to fuck with you. It's like a level of stream sniping or something like that, bro. It's just insane. And of course,
see, like there's good stream sniping where they just want to say hi, and then there's the bad kind. Even then, I find it weird and kind of scary.
I mean, let's imagine like you're walking down the street, you know, there's alleyways, there's businesses, there's houses. There's a lot of different places to fucking hide. And if you're one of these like crazy lunatics trying to hunt this poor woman down over money you gave her, there's so many different places to hide and for you to be out of sight. I feel like it's 100% impossible to fully know your full surroundings at all times, right? Like it only takes a couple of seconds of having your guard down before something like this happens. It's just such a horrible story, man.
You know, it's just crazy.
It happened in Japan, it probably will get a lot less coverage here in America than it probably deserves. But this is, once again, one of those things, man. I think that this is like one of those...
I'm just gonna say this though, again, sorry for like saying this, like pausing again, but it's like, you know, for Japan, you know, like stuff like this doesn't normally happen. Like it's very rare like that you would find someone getting like, you know, hurt by somebody, but like to this degree, oh my god, this is like super rare, like 1 in a million kind of thing. I honestly feel like that scam book that people be doing, and ever since that came out, I honestly like, I'm just gonna say that to like a lot of the women who want to do this shit still, I don't think you should do that, because I honestly feel like doing like shady shit right now, even like the Johnny Somali shit, like I've already said that to you guys. You guys are gonna fuck around and find out. You gotta treat others how you want to be treated, you know, just like with respect and kindness and all that kind of shit. And don't do shit like if you like this right here that happened. You're privately DMing somebody allegedly from this right here, because I don't know, because you know, translations and all that. Again, whoever is like from Japan or speaks Japanese and knows exactly what I'm talking about, could you let me know, like, is this, if that story that I'm hearing right there is true? Because I want to make sure the facts are right though. But that's what I'm hearing though from that it is seeming like it is legit, but I don't want to be 100% like, oh yeah, this is definitely it. So, you know, like again, like more stuff's going to pop up probably over time, but Oh my god, dude, like it's fucking insane though. It's fucking insane that this like just happened still. But yeah, let me know down in the comments though if like whatever the heck, you know, like it's going on, because I know I'm going to post this like a few months down the line, but you know, there's always going to be new stuff that pops out from this.
Very shocking, cautious tales of what this whole thing entails, because IRL streaming, I'm sure it goes great for most people who do it, but I mean, if you make even one enemy by accident out there, you're really just
literally, you make anybody an enemy nowadays.
Everyone's gonna remember. And it's just so shitty. I can't imagine sitting there watching like that scream. This is someone you enjoy watching, and you have to watch this like brutal murder take place, man. I'm sure a lot of people were fucked up seeing that. You know what I mean? They didn't want to see that ever. From the sound of it, like, you know, you just hear this woman screaming. It's like a black screen. The occasional shots you see of the suspect here, he's just coated in blood. Yeah, that would freak me the fuck out, man.
That's like something from like
just
a horror,
such a sad story. It really
like,
blows your
game
mind,
and all
like,
that.
just how far people are willing to take this internet shit, dude. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about this Japanese IRL streamer and signing out.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say that though, chat, like, oh my god. Dude, and man, dude, like I honestly feel like, again, like IRL streaming, nah, dude, that's something I honestly don't want to do. It's like more dangerous nowadays, to be 100% honest with you. It really is. It really is. Next that we got, and this is from 3 days ago. This is from an ex-dev exposes EA's Battlefield 6 truth. I wanted to watch this with you guys. Oh god, we got Trevor Noah. Oh god, oh shit. I'll be honest with you. If what I have called out is in here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can foresee the future now. Chat, one of you guys is gonna win $500,000 within the next 2 months. Play anything right now, but don't put too much into it.
Oh, thanks, Bram. You know, I've been playing Battlefield as long as I can remember. And over the past 16 years, these games have come a long way.
To say the Battlefield franchise has been in an
wow,
awful,
this is the most
no good,
accurate World War
state
II
the
game
last decade or
ever.
so would be an understatement.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Which for some reason everyone has already assumed is Battlefield 5. I mean, and
Battlefield veteran.
V could be V. Why not V? Battlefield V could be just
Bro,
as good.
facts.
Yeah. EA DICE lost a lot
Is that
of player
3?
trust, and
Oh
that's why
my
seeing
god.
immediate excitement surrounding the new Battlefield is encouraging, but also there is a need to hold back on getting too hyped yet. As a former EA DICE employee outlined recently, this is a new era of an unproven studio led by Vince Zampella, which has done amazing things, but again, just a new studio with a lot that we don't know what to expect out of them. Now, almost all of the talent that made Battlefield what it is are gone. You can look to the Battlefield 1 credits and see that. The last entry in the franchise that felt like it was received very well by gamers. Now, the next Battlefield is undergoing testing. Part of the recently announced Labs program, a lot of footage has leaked. It does look great.
Bro, I actually said give it 2 weeks right there, or even a week if I recall, before like leaked footages from this come out. Bro, I should have said less than 48 hours. And goddamn, because people were streaming this shit on Twitch. Like dead ass. They were just like on Twitch streaming this game, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. Isn't this like NDA? It is. Wow, I guess they chose the right people for this job right here. I mean, to be fair, we already knew this was gonna happen.
Actually looks like a Battlefield game, full of destruction and a strong focus on warfare, but there's still so many ways this can go wrong. Battlefield 5 and 2042 were notoriously both plagued by lacking content, missing features, not delivering on promises.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game, I actually went to check it one more time, and then I uninstalled it. I remember when I first played it, I still have the gameplay of the first one on my YouTube channel. Again, check out my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting a little bit more gameplay videos on there soon. I saw the gameplay I had of this Battlefield game when it first came out. I went to go play, since it's already finished, since they're making a new Battlefield game, and this is getting close to the final product. I'll be honest with you, it's exactly the same. Like from when it came out, lackluster, like just there, not anything really exciting compared to the last installments of the game. Not 5. I'm not talking about that one. I'll be honest with you. I honestly feel like Battlefield 5 has a lot more content in there, as well as attention to detail, than this game. From beginning to end on this game right here, 2042, it's exactly the same as you guys remember when you first got it. Nothing has changed. They've only added in a map, but everything else, like gameplay mechanics, it's just stagnated. I forget. Fuck, I can't even speak right now. It's just when you go in there, it feels exactly the same. Like, you will know what I mean by that when you look at like earlier Battlefield footage from 2042, and then you go look at the game now or play the game now, you're gonna be like, it feels exactly the same, which is not a good thing. You know, you like, if you take a break from a video game and you come back from playing another game to this game, you want to be like, wow, this is like a whole new game right now. For this one, it just felt exactly the same. Like, nothing really new.
Finished among many other problems. So small issues with this new Battlefield have already been found, such as how the support class works, and players rightfully have said that's the point of labs, for the devs to listen to feedback and iterate. Except we've seen how in the past this developer didn't listen to feedback, and it turned the community against the game and the developers. But that was the past, and this is a new era. The excitement with this new Battlefield started months ago, when the first details and images were shared during an investor event. EA executive Laura Meal said Battlefield's core tenets are all-out warfare, epic scale, massive destruction, and high-intensity action.
Okay, sure.
She also admitted
man,
2042 wasn't what fans of the franchise wanted, and there was a significant shift in approach with this new game. Byron Bede, the GM of Battlefield, also emphasized their commitment to listening to player feedback. We're really going to start that with what is now Battlefield Labs. He also said that Vince Zampella and EA were all in on this franchise. All encouraging things to hear, and now these remarks recently got the attention of a former EA DICE developer who had a lot to say about why fans should probably temper their expectations right now. So where the story really begins to take shape.
It's EA. They're going to say whatever the fuck they want right now. Oh wait, no, hang on. This guy. Well, actually, he's a hired by EA.
Developer under the hidden name of Rizzo.
Investor Day.
And this is what sparked a lot of conversation within the Battlefield.
Of course, I just noticed. Of course, it's on Blue Sky. What the fuck, man?
And back and forth.
I hate this scene right here.
Said the Battlefield section from EA's Investor Day, which was about 6 or so months ago,
happy ending, yippee!
Sparks of hype for the new game.
Now, this part though, I honestly feel like is more accurate when it comes to medics.
It'll certainly be different because 98% of the people who made previous Battlefield games have left Electronic Arts.
That's a British guy with a katana.
Industry, we see
just jumped out a perfectly good house.
Mass developers leaving a studio usually indicates that problems are going to ensue, and we've seen that the last number of years of the Battlefield franchise. But this account really didn't, this take didn't go off until people started finding it, and then questions about its authenticity started to come up. Because again, it only has 11 followers, but this is a games industry pro. They talk about their credentials here.
Yeah.
And we actually
I don't like that.
Have another website verify this developer's account, along with some other details we'll get into later on this video. But yeah,
oh
most
no,
6 developers never worked on
Battlefield.
Oh
no, I don't want to see that. Most Battlefield 6 developers never worked on a Battlefield game before. Oh god. Oh, dude, this game. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh god, dude. Yeah, nah, dude. Man, dude, holy shit, this game's already fucking done. It's cooked too much right there. It's too crispy. Not in a good way, because it's literally just a fucking charcoal now. You're like, oh yeah, it's cooking good. It's cooking. Wait, hang on, it's too much. No, there's a fire in the building. Ah, panic. Ah. That's exactly what I feel like is going to go on right there. And it's just going to be just like a shit show, and everyone's just going to be right there just like, damn. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to get this game. Like, the fact that they have no developers that never worked on a Battlefield game before. At least they're honest now, because I know 2042 didn't have a single person from the previous Battlefield games at all. So now they're fucking going out there and admitting it. I mean, well, now they have to be transparent. But goddamn, man, this game, dude, this game right here. Now, if the like, look, if the beta is actually good, then I might consider it. We will stream it though, of course. But if the beta is good and it seems playable and there's not anything too janky, broken, or anything like that, then I'll be like, okay, maybe we might get Battlefield 6 a shot. However, I'm gonna say this again: do not pre-order. The last two installments have been nothing but a fucking shit show. And that's the nicest thing I could say. I could give EA and DICE more to say on top of that, but I know officially feel like YouTube would and Twitch might copyright or do something with that on the VOD or video. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
4. That is the headline of this article, and it goes on to mention that to address the elephant in the room up front, although the report was shared anonymously, 80 Level can confirm that Risible is indeed a former DICE employee with knowledge of the studio's behind-the-scenes operations. However, as per the author's request, their identity will remain undisclosed. Now, this gets us back to what Risible had to say, because it was a lot more. A lot more details about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that's been going on, and why they're extremely worried about this
Spear, how are you?
Entry. So first off, it goes back into the past and talks about where things really started to go wrong with Battlefield and EA DICE. And
yeah, this game's cooked.
Soderlund, who was
the fact they don't have a former dev developer in here, or a former dev from Battlefield games, so
non-sports EA games, and that was for a number of years. Soderlund ran EA Studios out of the DICE office in Stockholm for 14 years. He was DICE's guy. He was also, I believe, the CEO of DICE for a while as well, and protected the studio within EA.
The more I keep hearing this, the more the more I'm like, oh god, dude, this game's fucking dead. It's gonna be dead unless these developers actually care. It's gonna be hard for them to get like past this, like whatsoever. It's gonna be insanely difficult. I'm okay, just practice for a 12-hour sim race. You got wait, what the heck is a sim race? What the fuck?
EA studio system, but that only is a protection that can be given if you guys are, printing results, which EA DICE was doing up until around 2016. But it goes on to mention that DICE
2016
leadership, though, did change in 2016.
Of course, it's gonna be 2016.
This is where problems started. The DICE GM Patrick Bach, who was EP on Battlefield 3.
Wow, I like the way how they're right there. Battlefield 3, best Battlefield game ever,
Bach
chat.
was the last pre-acquisition employee to lead DICE, and this is like the big thing you see with so many companies, especially like BioWare. Electronic Arts,
you got rid of most of them, EA, but never mind. You guys like to get rid of people like crazy.
The studio, and again, BioWare's been chasing that high that they haven't been able to reach that, which was around like 2010, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3. That was where things really started to fall apart afterwards, and that was once the doctors, who were the founders of the studio, they left, and a lot of talent followed in the
is that Dragon Age? Oh god, my eyes. Chad, get the bleach.
His new pick for GM was Oscar Gabrielson, the young charismatic founder of Uprise, an Uppsala-based studio acquired by EA and most notable for building Battlelog. Like Soderlund, Oscar was a founder who successfully...
Dude, I'm just gonna say this right here for like, I don't know how many times. The fact that every past Battlefield game had a scoreboard and 2042 didn't have a scoreboard because of, I'm assuming they just did not have the tech. And it wasn't because that we don't want people to seem like they suck at our game, brother. If you like, you can keep count how many times you fucking die. If you can't count like if you can't count more than 5, then you have a fucking problem. I'm just saying. But dude, the fact that they added in an actual functioning scoreboard halfway in the game, it just astonishes me, because they're like, oh, we don't know how a scoreboard works. What do you mean you don't know how the fuck a scoreboard works? Every fucking game has a scoreboard. Call of Duty has a scoreboard, for fuck's sake. Destiny 2, when I still played it, has a scoreboard. Like almost every game that you have, like any kind of competitive shooter, like bro, even fucking Overwatch. has like a scoreboard. Everyone knows that. And even the Marvel Rivals has a scoreboard. And then they're like, oh, dude, we don't know how the scoreboard works. We like that. This must be a brand new technology we've never heard of. Oh my god. And I find it fun because Marvel Rivals, you know, that's their first time making like a big game like this right here. And they had a scoreboard. Bro, they had the fucking tech. Where the fuck did the tech go? You guys just like regressed like, you know, 14 years in the past. And that's just me being generous to say 14 years. I know people are going to be like, oh, I honestly think it's probably like 20 years in the past. Probably not wrong. Probably not wrong. But it's like, dude, like, you're telling me Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, you know, all these other titles going all the way up to 5, even though 5 was like, you could like, okay, 5 they fucking cut support on right when they were listening to the community, and they had no fucking choice but to listen to the community and put everything authentic from a World War II into a World War II game. And EA is like, you know what, this took too much money, and yeah, we're gonna cut it. Damn. Yeah, and the fact that they had like other stuff, they had like the Russian expansion ready to get launched in Battlefield 5. And this was from like from a former developer on there. They had the Russian models from that game already ready to go. They had vehicles that the Russians use. They even had that one thing that people were saying there's no fucking way they're going to add it in. They actually added in the model of the Flying Fortress. And they even had the Battle of Berlin already ready to go. And EA is like, nope, pull the plug. Look, see, if EA didn't pull the plug, chat, you guys could have had fucking greatness in Battlefield 5. But no, they made a half-ass excuse to say, we're making a modern Battlefield game. Didn't fucking work. Bare minimum. I honestly thought this was like a pre-alpha at best. Yeah. Yeah, chat, I'm pretty sure some of you guys like don't know that. I've been on top of the Battlefield news when it came to that. When I found that shit out, bro, I was hella pissed. They had helmets, outfits, like, you know, they had everything from vehicles. All of it was good. This is the stuff that people wanted. They got the Russian expansion. They even had, like, you know, the Battle of Berlin. Like, everything was looking good. They had all these, like, you know, pretty notable battles, as well as some other ones that I never even heard of. And I was like, oh shit, I never heard of that one until I did my research. And I was like, oh shit, so you know, they even put some stuff in there that you probably didn't even know of. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. We could have had something really good. But, you know, EA being incompetent as they always are, pulled the plug too early. They could have probably got the player base back around, and then 2042 probably would have more people playing 2042. But 2042 had a less player count than Battlefield 5 at launch, so it is going down every fucking, you know, installment. And I'm never really gonna, you know, pre-order anything from right there. Now, if there's more people, like, if it looks playable, I might get it, but I'm not going to pre-order it because, chat, you pre-order a game if you want it physically, so you can reserve your copy of a physical, you know, of the physical discs, you know, like, because obviously, you know, you want to have that copy on there. But you pre-order a digital game, you're just gonna get something you want to swap out, like, probably like in a month's time, probably less than that.
Sold out to
Still fucking pissed about that. That's my little rant right there. I'm sorry if I had to go on about that.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 was well into development, and yeah, you
still
guys know
pissed
exactly
though.
what happened.
Could have had fucking, like, you know, Germany in there and all the other ones.
Flaws, the loot boxes and the outrage.
No, I fucking hate when they did that microtransaction bullshit.
Led to its incredibly controversial launch. Although, let's be honest, Electronic Arts executives and some of the other stuff that was going on, Reddit comments really hurt so much more as well. Since
I hated that one so much when you have to buy that.
Was able to shift blame to Bach, the former EA DICE lead, and eat some of the responsibility directly.
And from this right here, chat, this is the one that made them lose their IP. They can hold on to that IP.
EA's
And it came to
executives.
everybody.
And then obviously Mass Effect Andromeda happened in
What the
2017
fuck
to
is that?
embarrassing reviews and bad sales. The BioWare
Bro,
leadership's
what the fuck is
credibility
that
got
running?
hit, and Soderlund
What the
had now
hell?
overseen 2 embarrassing launches in 2 years.
Damn.
He doubled down on
Great job,
personally
EA.
directing Battlefield 5 to ensure
Damn,
it would
Assassin's
just
Creed
as
is
big
definitely
as
gonna go look like
Battlefield
that.
1's record-setting launch, and yeah, that didn't happen. In 2018, Soderlund regularly reviewed playtests and tech demos, pulling producers and designers into his office to lecture them on how to build the game the right way. Yes, this is an executive speaking
visceral
down
sense
on
of
DICE
being-
employees, my god. Gameplay physicality, the visceral sense of being physically
Visceral,
impacted
the
by
best
chaos around you
fucking
was one of
Battlefield
his
game that
big
they ever made, and
mandates.
best games they've ever made. Shut
Battlefield
down
5 team
because
was sent into a
of
physicality
fucking
push
Star
to
Wars, the Star
update
Wars single
game's
player game.
production
EA
values
was
to
telling them
create
you
a
can't
stronger
fucking make
sense
because
of
it's not going to
realism.
sell, but they still
This
wanted to make
push
it, and then they got
took,
fucking the whole
resources
studio
away
fucking
from
thrown in the
creating
trash and
critical path
burned.
content needed to finish the game.
Still hate that, by the
And
way.
aspects of the physicality focus are on full display in Battlefield 5's very hated non-traditional reveal trailer, which felt like it was directed by Michael Bay, had a weird focus on an amputee female soldier, just made no sense, and was mass downvoted at the time. And yeah, it was
I still
controversial.
remember that.
The trailer also revealed the previously unaddressed disconnect between Battlefield 5's World War II setting and the game's wacky monetized cosmetics. And I believe there was a katana in the debut trailer. There was just some really
My
weird
brother, how do you get a
decisions, and
katana
they're
in the
taking
European
a weird
front?
direction. And it's almost important to remember.
I remember,
Battlefield
dude.
5
I remember that stuff right there. I remember a lot of those comments. How many of you guys remember that stuff right there? And then that guy that was in charge of EA, and then like I guess the board kicked them out because the comments he made, because their stock value went down, and they're like, you know what, kick him out. And so yeah, he said like. He called like the whole player base idiots, and he said my like 4-year-old daughter knows more about World War II than you, like, you know, so and so's. And that was the moment he sealed his own fate. He was kicked out. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. That was a fucking stupid prize right there he got. You don't call your player base that you're trying to sell a game to fucking idiots and then do that shit, because obviously you ain't going to have a job anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like, well, he's CEO. He's probably going to get like he's going to have like some money and be set well off. Probably. But people remember that guy. And trust me, the internet will always keep track on that guy right there, because if he's trying to get a new job working somewhere else, people are going to boycott that fucking game before the moment he gets in, so he's not going to have a chance.
5 was the first Battlefield game to launch after EA's pivot to live service games. And yeah, there were clips from that original, Battlefield 5 reveal event in which they were so hyped, like, look, you guys don't have to pay
It
for
was so
premium
hype.
anymore.
Oh
You
my
get all this
God.
free content
No,
coming
it wasn't.
post-launch.
There's no more premium pass in this game. This means no more.
That one right there, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This is not going to go good. I was right. They got to bring premium passes back. I'm sorry. Like, chat's going to be like, what? No. Like, okay, so premium passes. Look, the only reason why they did this, and they were so happy about it, and I know some people are going to be saying, but Finn, I'm too poor to spend $25 extra to get a premium pass. Brother, you're paying for the DLC individually. And it's like, yes, but the DLC costs fucking $45. And you say you can't spare $25 just for all of them, or like $30 for all of them. You save more fucking money, you idiot, if you pay for the premium pass. And the premium pass model is that they have no choice, but they have to deliver the product that they already have. The one that they took out the premium pass for, and they did this share here, like, they can cut the game off at any fucking time. That's why I didn't like that right there. But I was like, you know what, maybe it might be good, maybe. Deep down inside, I knew this was gonna go so fucking south. They gotta, like, look, okay, for this Battlefield game that is coming out, if they're still gonna do the no premium pass bullshit, I'm not fucking buying it. Because they're just going to cut it off whenever the fuck they feel like it. And I know most of you guys are going to be saying, like, oh, Sin, you're just overreacting. No. The premium pass model right there, they have to deliver it. Because if they don't deliver it, they can get a class action lawsuit. Because they're not delivering a product that they intended to, they're not being honest to the consumer. And if they don't, if they cut like, they can cut it like, oh well, you know, the base game didn't do good. You know, they would refund you back the, you know, anyone who bought premium pass their money back. If they don't do that, then yeah, they're gonna fucking get a lawsuit from that. So the premium pass is more of a protection, not just for, you know, the consumers that are interested in the product. It also keeps them in check too, so they don't do like, ow, so they don't do this shady shit. I'm just saying, like, I know people are gonna be like, oh, but I can't spend, like, dude, with this economy, is like, well, are you going to spend like $80 on a game? I know no one's not going to do that. But if you're going to spend $80 on a game that has no premium pass and they cut it off right away, and, you know, you're just stuck there with an unfinished product. So tell me, which one is worse? Because they both seem pretty bad, and you're just choosing which one's the lesser evil now. But they gotta bring this back. They gotta lower the damn prices, and bring back like premium passes, and like an actual roadmap. Because with the premium pass, they have to have a roadmap. They have to have a roadmap. If they're gonna put 5 expansions in there, and they have premium pass, guess what? They have to actually be committed and making 5 DLCs for that game. Because if they don't do that, that's a lawsuit ready to happen. And they're going to lose it. That is just a fact. I know people want to hate me for that, but at least, you know, with Premium Pass, you got what you paid for compared to this model. Tell me, were you able to get everything that you were looking forward to in these past 2 Battlefield games? You probably didn't. And if you did, you probably got a half-assed version of it. Premium passes, you're guaranteed what you bought. This model right here, this is guaranteed. Maybe you might get it. And maybe we did on Battlefield 5. We maybe could have had, you know, a Battle of the Bulge, a Stalingrad. We could have had that. That goes by the maybe. Because you know who at the end of the day can decide, oh, cut it? EA. That's why they were more favorable of this right here. Because if the game's going to do bad, they can just cut it at any time because of this model. That's why I'm not going to fucking get this game if they don't have premium. Like, if the game looks playable, that's good. If they don't have a premium pass on there that can guarantee what you're going to get, I ain't getting it. Because this free-to-play bullshit right here that they're doing, or not free-to-play bullshit, there's like this free premium, no premium pass model right here that they're just saying, you know, you could get, you know, an expansion maybe. Maybe. It's fucking not working. It really is not working. Ever since, like, they did 5... It's just a fucking joke. It really is. It's just a fucking joke.
Wow.
All the people clapping didn't realize what they fucking were clapping for.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, this means no more paying for maps, no more paying for modes. You know, this is something the community has asked for. This is something the team really believes in. So.
Yeah, to the people who are asking for that, do you guys like the product now? Are you still playing that product now? You're not like going into another game, playing another game now, right? What, you are? Oh. Well, then get the fuck out of here and don't say this shit again, because apparently you fucking killed this fucking franchise now. Jesus.
So what we want is a game where people stay together, they play the games together, and they get to go on this journey through World War II together.
Get Premium
That's
Pass,
beautiful.
Chat. That's
That means
all
I
you gotta
finally
get.
use my nickname,
Premium Pass,
No
like
Maps,
$30
No
bucks.
But honestly, we ended up
$30
getting
or
a lot
$25,
less
I forgot how much it was, but
because of that, and I think that really
it's
is because
cheaper
there was
to
no
buy the
pressure on these
pass than to get them
developers to
individually.
deliver, or the team. So unfortunately, what we got was, again, just so much less compared to the previous entries in the franchise at the time. And after
I don't know who
fans
the people
rejected
were
the
that said,
Battlefield
"Oh,
5
we
reveal
want
trailer,
free
Soderling
stuff."
Gutted the wild outfits and favored
Oh, I will put a
historically
Lego
accurate but
where they
bland
step tonight
cosmetics.
just
He
for
also
them.
doubled down on physicality features, trying to position Battlefield 5 as a beautiful, realistic return to World War II, which is just honestly crazy to begin with, because I mean, you can look at some of the comments and the controversy that was going on at the time, and it was because of Patrick Soderlin. EA calls the backlash against women in Battlefield 5 uneducated.
Ah,
I still
yes.
dislike headlines like this because it really doesn't put into perspective the issues players had. And it wasn't just a backlash against women. It was the fact that EA DICE was selling this game as being historically accurate, and it just wasn't. And it goes on to mention that even without the exacts of historical accuracy, Patrick Soderlin explains that Battlefield 5 is about the unseen, the untold, and unplayed.
Unplayed.
Yeah,
dude, you can do that, but
the reveal event geared less towards being a history lesson and more towards offering an accessible experience.
Man, I think we all know. Like you show this to somebody like last year, they're going to start screaming DEI. I think we all knew that right there.
Today's gaming is gender diverse like it hasn't been before.
I was 13-year-old, not like 7-year-old, 5-year-old.
A badass woman. Goes on to mention, Soderlin recalls the moment his own 13-year-old daughter. I just find it absolutely insane that this happened. His daughter questioned the aggressive backlash, simply asking, "Dad, why is this happening? I can be a girl in Fortnite. Why are people so upset about this?"
You can be a girl. You can be on Fortnite, brother. Then fucking play Fortnite, you little shit. That's. I'm sorry, chat. I mean, like right there, it says that. Why is this happening? I could be a girl on Fortnite. Why are people upset about this? Go back to playing Fortnite. You 13 or 14-year-old little like baby. This is history. This is history right here. I know I'm gonna get backlash for this though, but I like. You see, like, okay, like I'm from the U.S. I don't know how many of you guys are in the U.S., but you guys remember when they were like at this time taking rid of like all those like monuments from Southern generals back in the Civil War and all that? They should have put them in front of museums if you guys didn't want them, because you know what you did when they took them completely out and just destroyed them? You just gave people who are racist a second chance. I'm just saying that right there. Instead of just putting them in front of museums, you just fucking destroy them. But that's your guys' fault though. So I mean, people who said that right there saying, "Oh my god, well you're a racist because blah 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 blah." I'm like, okay, well let's see who's gonna be laughing at the end of this. I've seen more people who are like really, like like dude, you're just like flat out just like saying, "Yeah, I am racist" and all that kind of stuff. They say that shit on the internet. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Again, I feel like all that stuff that happened, you guys just like give people like with that like the DEI, they give people like that a second chance. That's why I hated like all that from that former administration and all that, because like what's that saying, like doing too much of a good thing will have bad consequences in the future. I don't know like how that's said. I think chat knows what I'm trying to say. I'm assuming, but yeah, that's why I hated that one right there. I still am pissed about that. My 13-year-old daughter knows a lot more better than you. See this, chat? This is fruit. It's rotten. I have a whole fucking barrel. We're going to throw at this person now, okay? Who made this remark right here?
World War II shooter aimed at a
it's like everyone disliked that comment right there.
Very, very
100%.
You questioned how he was to handle these questions as a parent, coming to the conclusion that his daughter was right. This is not okay. And yeah, he white knights this like crazy. Pulling no punches, Soderlin dubbed the people partaking in the backlash as uneducated.
So I still find it funny. If you accept either accept it or don't buy the game, I'm fine with either one.
Stand up for the cause.
In fact, he was not fine with it afterwards.
Don't understand it. Well, you have two choices: either accept it or don't buy the game. I'm fine with either or. It's just not okay. And to make matters worse, EA DICE decided to have some interesting launch party events, hashtag everyone's battlefield, in which they mock.
Yeah, people would be screaming DEI right now.
Some of the
They're like DEI.
Just look at this. White men, white men, white men. This is an actual EA DICE event. What the F was the developers thinking?
Damn. Wait, hang on. I didn't even see that. Wait, hang on. Get glasses on. Takes glasses off. Gets glasses on again. Takes glasses off. On, off, on, off, on. I didn't even see that. Wait, oh my god. Dude, I actually wasn't even paying attention. When I saw that, I was like, I just glanced over, just like, whatever. Oh my god. Damn. What the fuck was the developers thinking, bro? So hang on, was this like the is this like online, like people posting this shit on there, and then that's what they got to see? Oh man.
Gender Field 5, and yeah, it goes on.
Oh, I
a
didn't even
bunch
see
of
that
other
one.
Remarks that people were making. These comments, these tweets about this event were immediately deleted once the backlash came. But
Also, they
damage
were
was
from the
done. People
oh,
played
so that's what
Battlefield
people were
5
putting
and
on there,
saw
and
that
then it
was
would just go on the
lacking in so
board.
many
Wow, they
different
did not
areas.
think this
Most
shit
of all,
through.
it was unfinished. It felt like a game that still needed months more of development.
They
And
did not,
again,
man.
people
They
really
did
went
not think
after
that
the
shit through, did
historical
they?
accuracy stuff of this
You and I
game.
knew that was
There's
going to be a
just so
bad
many
idea. You know,
issues,
you
some of the
never know what people are going
missions,
to
some of
say.
the storylines that he chose to do. Ironic, a game that pushed so hard.
I know
to
people are going
include
to say
women
about Shane.
didn't
Can't they
include a
just like
front where
mute
women
certain
played one of
ones?
the biggest roles. And they
Yeah,
actually
but
did have
then
one
you know it's
story
not going to
mission,
go
I think
good
it
either
was
way. So just don't
Marley's,
fucking do it.
which involved a mother and daughter pair. The operation was actually a real thing. The only problem was that it was fought by like a male squadron. I think it was from Norway, and yeah, they got completely deleted because there was a narrative to push. And EA, Dice, or at least Soderlund, whoever was in charge, they just ignored.
Wait,
the
hang
real
on. They had
history
like
to
a whole
push this
squadron. Oh my
narrative.
god, that
But
would have been fucking
in fact,
cool.
yes, there are actual women that they could have chosen, made missions out of, but they chose to just rewrite history, and that was a big problem for a lot of people with Battlefield 5. Besides the ones I just mentioned, there was just so many scandals with Battlefield 5. There was the TTK changes, the outrage with that. EA Dice originally didn't want to back down.
I still hate that.
change it. They
I remember the
eventually
time
came
when
too
Dice
little
would
too
revert
late
to
with that.
TTK.
There was also the fact that Dice said they couldn't do double XP events because the tech isn't there for it. Just
I remember
so
that, bro. They don't have
embarrassing.
the tech chat. They don't have the tech, dude. Nah. 2042 came. They didn't even have the fucking tech. Oh my god, how did I miss
There was
that?
tons of features that should have been there day one. that were
Firestorm.
not.
Boo.
And again, some of them came a little bit later, but again, too little, too late.
Boo.
There was also the
Firestorm.
fact that even the
Boo.
Battlefield 5 website said something that was very different than the actual game experience that players were getting in the year.
See, like look right here. Like game improved. Quality of life updates will tweak Battlefield 5 every month. They did not do that every month. They did that every 4 months is what it felt like. Yeah, it wasn't every month. New vehicles and games will be added and fresh combat roles. See, look, it goes by like they're not like look, see, premium model right there. The premium pass and DLCs that you have to put in, they have to do it. I don't care how many people are saying, but how am I going to play with my friends? Brother, just fucking buy premium because at least then, you know, you are 100% guaranteed on what you're going to get. Because they can't fucking say, oh, sorry, we don't have the tech anymore, and then they just fucking take the money and run. Because no, they can get they can have a lawsuit thrown at them, and you can get that shit either way. And they have to pay a lot of fucking money back to everybody that was affected by that. They have to refund premium to everybody. Everyone needs to get their money back because you did not deliver a product that you intended to sell to people. You misled them. You lied to them.
Years of support that end up happening. They said evolving gameplay. There's going to be new.
They didn't even add in any new game modes.
And so will fresh combat roles.
That's why I'm saying it's like a maybe. It's a maybe promise.
New game modes, grand operation events. There's going to be tons of quality of life updates every single month and expanding. None of this happened. A lot of this was what people were looking at and saying, what the hell is happening and why are we not getting this content? And EA Dice is
because they're not obligated to do that anymore, because it's not on like a signed thing. It's like we will add these in maybe at some point. Chat, again, if they don't say fucking premium is on there or they don't have DLCs to add on like how they used to, I'm not getting that fucking game. That's just a fact right there. That game can go fuck itself. Because now they're still gonna go off by they may do this same shit again, different wording. But at the end of the day, shit, chat. If the game look, if it smells like shit, if it looks like shit, if it tastes like shit, guess what? It's shit at the end of the day. Don't fucking try to explain it to like, oh no, it's not that. This is what actually no. You're gonna do the exact same things that you did from Battlefield 5. You already shown that 2042. 2042 was the last fucking straw that I had because Battlefield 1 was fucking good. I'm not getting another game because this new model that they made, like they can just say, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have the budget anymore. We don't have the tech. We can't do it. Anyway, we're making a new game. I can see where that tech went.
Communication at the time was just, they didn't have anything to say. Then there was also this, the fact that once Battlefield 5 did in fact end, and you know, the
And they're
DICE developers
obligated to
moved
go
on
with the fucking roadmap
2042,
too. That's the other
game
thing I
ended up
fucking kept
having
telling people.
less
No one
maps
fucking listened to
than
me when I said this
Battlefield
shit.
3, Battlefield 4, or Battlefield 1. I guess, you know, that not having that premium pass, that financial requirement there, I guess that didn't push them to deliver content for players. And yeah, people
Again, I said that already. I don't need to say it again, chat. With the premium pass.
look back to the actual launch in which we had EA DICE developers putting this on their Twitter account to calm fears about, you know, the lackluster state of the game at launch. Oh, and before you ask about new maps, you know the roadmap, by the way. Fun fact, right now we have more maps in simultaneous development than we have ever had in any previous post-launch service, but none of those ended up getting released. And just a very embarrassing game life cycle for Battlefield 5.
Again, remember what I told you about the maps that we could have had? Stalingrad? Battle of Berlin? Yeah.
But getting back to this thread, at the end of 2018, Battlefield 5 missed its ship date by a month and ultimately shipped a classic, unfinished, we'll fix this in the live service game. Pre-orders were bad because the exclusive cosmetics were ugly and overall sales were poor. Battlefield 5 became the worst-selling mainline franchise game. 3 flops in 3 years was enough for EA CEO Andrew Wilson. Soderlund left EA right before the Battlefield 5 launch and shortly founded Embark Games, which went on to work on the
I like that
finals.
game right here. It's just the
DICE's internal
gun mechanics are kind of
projector
50-50 at
Oscar's
times.
Senpai had left the building.
I do like the
Oscar
concept. I just
Gabrielson
never had time to
dodged
play
blame
it.
by saying Soderlund had been overruling the studio during Battlefield 5's development. Now that Soderlund had a brand new studio 15 minutes from DICE, he started poaching talent. He got DICE's head of content/art, head of operations, head of research and development, and one of their senior creative directors. Other senior leaders also saw this as a good time to leave, going to places like Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard. The new Embark leadership then started hiring their 4 former teams from DICE, pulling over tons of artists, game and engine devs, and operation folks. It's worth noting that Embark did not get designers and producers from Battlefield. Soderlund's meddling in Battlefield 5 created bad blood within the core Battlefield 5 team, or Battlefield team. And it is worth mentioning that, yeah, the Battlefield team has been decimated, and the claims that 98% of developers, maybe that is a bit of an exaggeration, but most of the team that say worked on Battlefield 1, the last, you know, I guess you could say universally acclaimed game, most of those top developers are gone. And I actually went through the credits to take a look for myself, at least of the lead and the directors, and yeah, this is what I found. Of the directors team of Battlefield 1, everybody's gone. 1, 2, 3,
Oh my
4,
God.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 directors all gone. The creative director, senior producer,
Damn.
technical director.
Oh, and
all
dude,
gone.
most of
And then
those
you get to
guys
the
right there
leads
made
each
a lot of
department.
fucking
Again,
games.
yellow that I
Oh
have
my
highlighted
God.
here. These are, I couldn't find specifics about
What's to
them
that
and where
fucking
they
saying
are
right there?
anymore. I'll assume maybe
They
they're gone,
succeeded
maybe they're
so
still
much
there,
they started
but
to
Exto,
fail,
yeah, these
or
are developers that
however
are
the
no
fuck it's said.
longer. A lot of them ended up, yes, again, at Embark
I'm
Studios working on the
sorry, but
finals,
just
and
like
also TT Games. We'll get to that a little bit later on, but yeah,
Finals is
multiplayer
actually really good. I haven't played it
producer,
though. I mean, you know, I really should play it
localization
again.
Director, 2D art director, technical animation director. Again, these departments, EA DICE has been absolutely gutted. And it's, if you can actually go on and count lead developers that are still left working on this franchise,
Just the gunplay though was a
it's
little
not many. As you
iffy for
can
me
see,
though.
1,
But
2,
everything
3, 4,
else,
5,
it was
6,
beautiful.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 developers out of probably 50, 60, 70 names here of lead developers that were working on Battlefield 1.
Oh
This is
my
about
God.
8 or 9 years later, they're all gone. And many of these developers
Oh my,
left years
yeah,
ago.
dude,
They
yeah.
left right around the time Battlefield 5 was released, and some
Fuck,
of them stayed
man.
around until 2042, and then they also departed. So what we're seeing with this new Battlefield game, with Battlefield 6 or whatever it's going to be called, this is a new era. This is an unproven studio, and that's why
This is
there
a
are
horrible
fears about
era.
what could happen of an unproven studio like this, with many developers and figures that we don't know what to expect out of them. Now we get back to this thread. It goes on to mention that now DICE is reeling from the talent attrition and reduced budget. This is after Battlefield 5. Vince Impella and Respawn are the new top dogs in EA's non-sports portfolio, and Vince has Laura Meal's ear, which is an EA executive. I believe they're in charge of like looking over everything EA non-sports games. Battlefront 3 gets canceled, and DICE LA is moved under Vince Impella to become an Apex content factory. DICE is told to focus on Battlefield 5's live service, while the Battlefield Brain Trust designs the next big game, free from Soderlund's intrusive exclusive oversight. This would end up being Battlefield 2042. The remaining old-school Battlefield crew delivers Battlefield 5's War in the Pacific, while the newer guys iterate on what will become 2042. And yeah, the Pacific, I even said it years ago. I thought that was really like an upside for the game, and then they just kind of just ended.
You know, I'm just gonna say this, like the Pacific campaign, I really like that one from Battlefield 5. I'm still pissed though that they had the assets from like Battle of Berlin and they never put it in.
It there, and they put the focus on 2042, and you really felt it at the time. It really did feel like Battlefield 5.
Lola, did you just sneeze on my leg? What the heck? Also, hi, squirrel. I'll drink some water right now. I can't believe you sneezed on my leg, Lola. What the fuck? There, I have water. Don't you sneeze on my leg again, Lola.
Entries, and it's unfortunate because you could see some of that old school blood. They definitely really reinvigorated Battlefield 5, but it was too little too late. Now 2042 launched in 2021 and underperformed versus EA's expectations, and we really don't need to go too deep into this game to understand the problems. Again, it was another unfinished lackluster entry, but it was also a game that was focused on chasing trends.
Facts.
And the original leaks for it, just even at the time, I had tweets like, I am dead inside with the leaks, and this was Tom Henderson saying,
the next Battlefield title is supposed to be scoped as a hero shooter of sorts. It's not a removal of specialists, but enhancement of them. Then I'd rather play Apex then. Or Overwatch. If I wanted that. I did not want that. No one wanted that. Who the fuck? Like you probably looked at like 500 people and they were like, oh, they want this. Meanwhile, 10,000 other people are saying, well, no, we don't want this. They're like, those 10,000 people don't matter. Get those people in. That did not go well, chat.
Saying the next Battlefield title, 2042, is scoped as a hero shooter of sorts. It was a mashup of chasing what Overwatch Call of Duty was doing. It's not a removal of specialists, but an enhancement of them. It wasn't. It was an absolute disaster.
Fucking cat, man.
And it overall hurt the game. We obviously, again, the years to come, I mean, the launch was an absolute mess. Thousands.
You know, it's funny, too, that they're saying this Battlefield game is supposed to be the most, you know, gritty, most intense Battlefield. You know, poverty is up. World, financial stability is completely down. Natural disasters have been put up to fucking 11, brother. And you got shooters like, it's good, it's a wonderful time to be alive. And then shit like that, and everyone's just like, what? That doesn't sound wonderful. Dude, how many of you guys remember that trailer where they're like, it's a wonderful time to be alive and all these horrible stuff is going on? Like, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that's a I think that's a horrible time to be alive. What do you mean it's a wonderful time to be alive? What the fuck? But they had no campaign.
Steam. We're liking 2042. Many aren't happy with its new idea.
Chat, wait, I just realized something. My 5-head stability thing shit that just kicked in. My inhibitor broke free. I just realized that. Battlefield 5 had a campaign, no expansion. So they took out expansion. Game was shit. Not as bad, but still shit. 2042 came along. They continue with the no. They still took out the expansion pass. You know, that was not surprising. But then they took out the campaign. And guess what? It was still shit. Chat, I can guarantee you the next 2 installments of Battlefield, they're gonna take out the multiplayer, and yeah. Chat's like, wait, but then we're not gonna have a game. Yeah, no, you're just gonna give them the fucking money. That's it. They're robbing you. You're getting robbed, Billy. They're robbing you. Why? What? Say something to them, Billy. Don't give them the fucking $80. Why are you giving them $80, Billy? Billy, stop them. They're taking $80. What the fuck are you doing? You're just standing there. What the fuck is wrong with you, Billy? They fucking left. Billy, guess what? You're not getting paid anymore. Please start. Like, what? Why? Because you just fucking got robbed. And you didn't even fight back. And he's like, I got robbed? No, they're asking, they were saying they were making a game. Oh, did you get the game? No. You got robbed then.
glitches
Fucking
and
cat.
early bugs, and then a depressing list of Battlefield 2042's missing features. They removed core things that people actually love about Battlefield. It was honestly just an absolute travesty. And look at this, so much stuff: single player campaign, server browser, persistent lobbies, class system.
Oh my god, they didn't even have spectator mode. I fucking hated that. Like,
and
I always liked
2042 is in
spectator
fact
mode.
yet another experience
And
that
apparently
eventually
people
went
didn't like
through
it.
a
I'm like, what the
massive
fuck?
overhaul, but too little too late. And this developer from EA DICE explains that fundamentally DICE failed to align the game's content with what their audience wanted. You know, an actual Battlefield experience. 2042 also suffered from game engine technical challenges linked to simultaneous development for Gen 4 and Gen 5 consoles, a symptom of the Embark Studios induced brain drain, a lot of developers leaving at the time, of course, and before the development or during. Regardless, 2042 was DICE and Oscar Gabrielson's final chance. Once it failed to deliver, EA cleaned house. And again, this industry isn't about firings. You're not going to hear this developer was fired. It's just they mutually departed. And Oscar Gabrielson
probably because
they
like
because what he had brought to the franchise was not.
If they know the
enough,
ship's sinking,
and
they
it
ain't gonna
wasn't
stay on it.
delivering an actual Battlefield experience. And I think
They know they're making their life
bringing
a
in
hell. They ain't
somebody,
gonna
an
stay
outsider
there.
Like this was
Just
the biggest
saying.
mistake that Patrick Soderlund made years ago, and now we're living in a new era. But this developer does go on to mention that 2042's performance gave Vince Zampella and Laura Meal their dream opportunity to turn Battlefield into Call of Duty, which feels like not a what.
If I wanted to play Call of Duty, I would have gone to play Call of Duty. If I want to play Battlefield, I'll play Battlefield. If I want to play Marvel Rivals, I'm going to play Marvel Rivals. Stop fucking having that mentality. If you want people to fucking play your games, make something unique. Individuality. Have you heard of that word? No. Oh my god. Well, man, dude, I got a fucking newsflash for you.
Like, not
that
exactly what I
sells.
want to hear, but maybe not too surprising. In 2021, Oscar was asked to leave. He was replaced as DICE GM by Rebecca Kutaz, a former Ubisoft GM. Yeah, Ubisoft, another notorious company that's doing so well these days. At the same time, DICE hired COD's GM, Byron B.
Didn't
to join
Ubisoft get
EA's
shot
Battlefield
into
GM.
the sun?
Now, this developer now goes on to mention what is the focus for the new Battlefield entry. He says the goal is a new Battlefield game every single year. I think EA has a roadmap to achieve this, but we won't.
I want to point and laugh at you now. Cha, they want to make a Battlefield every year. That's funny. You can't even fucking make one every 4 years. What the fuck you want to make one every year?
See the next game in 2026, or maybe depending on GTA 6 if that launches this year or not. If Beat sticks to his vision, we'll get a full-price main game with limited single-player seasons,
man, I
battle
fucking
pass, and
can't.
live service slop as expected, a free-to-play mode like
Battlefield every year.
Warzone, wild and crazy monetized.
I'm gonna make a meme of that
cosmetic
actually.
content is the
I was like, you want to make a
ultimate goal, and they'll push
Battlefield
that
every
towards the
year?
player
You
base
can't be making
as
one
fast
every
as
4
they can
years.
without
Points and laughs
generating
at
too
them.
much negative sentiment. And again, this is coming from an EA DICE developer or somebody that used to work at this, so he understands the behind the scenes. And to be fair, a lot of this is extremely obvious.
I'm sorry.
where the
That's
money is going to be
I'm
made,
sorry.
with
That
all
was like the
this
funniest
wild and
joke I
crazy
heard.
stuff, and that's what they want to
They want to make one
because of
every year.
historical accuracy, you know, having a shooter that actually is authentic. They don't care about that stuff. It's about maximizing profits. Pay for the
I
game
fucking hate
every
that.
year and pay for battle pass and pay for skins. That is the focus. That is what EA's ultimate goal is. And this developer goes on to mention, so if you're a Battlefield fan, temper your expectations. This is a new era, the game made by a completely new group of people following a new philosophy. Whether that's good or bad depends on your personal
evil.
outlook.
It's
And
evil.
then they also
it's from
mentioned
Ubisoft.
that
It's evil.
TTGA Games, 'cause
Well,
what
it's
most
a- if
of the
it's
old
person
Battlefield
from
talent now
Ubisoft,
works
evil.
at. I know what they're working on, but haven't played it. I can't speak on how close
Evil.
or far it is from a spiritual
It's evil.
successor. If you know Embark Studios, then you've probably tried the finals, beautiful production value, and Battlefield-like destruction. Now, again, this developer in this article coming from
Man, I like Battlefield Destruction. Editor, put Destruction of 2042 on here as a flashback. Okay, not in the best Battlefield game. Battlefield 4 or 3. Yeah, I prefer that one. Battlefield 3 is a lot more better, and 4. That Destruction is better. 2042 only had like one fucking thing that can get fucking exploded per map, and it's like, wow, look at that Levolution. Fucking Signfall. wow, everyone was like so fun, bro. I feel like the people who fucking clapped at that shit when the sign fell right there on that one map that got reworked and out. And still has that fucking same thing. That they said that's Levolution. The sign getting destroyed and falling down on the people, that's Levolution. You're telling me you can't fucking destroy a whole fucking building and cause it to get knocked down. You're saying that's not Levolution. Again, the people who were fucking clapping at that when a fucking sign fell saying, oh my god, that's Levolution, great job. I feel like you have like fucking one brain cell, like 100%. Like, I'm sorry if that's mean, but like, dude, look at, man, if you looked at Battlefield 4's Levolution, holy shit, dude, your mind, bro, you're like, you would probably be seeing like a wizard, like, do some shit right there. Like me when I was like 7 years old, when I saw like my science teacher like showed like that blooming effect of like when you put like one little chemical compound in this little jar that glows in the dark, and it just like you just see it blooming, and you're just like, whoa. That time I thought it was a wizard right there. Like that my science teacher was a fucking wizard. That's exactly how I feel like you will see that. I'm sorry if I'm being mean, and I'm comparing you to like 6 or 7 year old me, but brother, that's exactly how I feel like you will react. You're like, whoa, who is this person that made this? They have to be a fucking wizard. They have to work for NASA. I feel like that's they're honestly going to be their fucking honest opinion on that right there. I honestly feel like that's going to be the reaction. They're going to think they work for NASA.
80 level did have a lot more to say. Well, a couple of tidbits. He went on to say that when I was still at DICE, the plan was for DICE, Ripple, and Ridgeline, the now defunct Seattle studio, to work on the franchise together with annual releases as a long-term goal, not an immediate goal. Ridgeline would do
long-term goal,
DICE
bold
would
words.
do multiplayer, and Ripple would work on some sort of free-to-play battle royale or similar experience. Industrial Toys would work on Battlefield Mobile separately, since
You know, I just realized something now, since I just said Battle Royale. Battlefield 5 had a Battle Royale, right? 2042 has DICE's second attempt on a Battle Royale. Surely you would think they learned after the first two. You know that saying, the fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Okay, you're just that fucking dick right now just to do that shit. Like, there's no way they'll do it the 3rd time, right? Like, they're not that stupid, right, chat? Like, they have to know that this Battle Royale shit that they're doing is not going to work, and it's just a waste of resources. They surely won't do it a 3rd time, right? Please don't clip this. I don't want someone to clip this later on. I really don't.
EA manages mobile titles through a different part of their organization, but obviously that plan went up in flames because of the pandemic. And what we ended up seeing happen is that EA laid off 670 employees, sunset various games, and they also canceled even Respawn's Star Wars FPS because they wanted to get away from the Star Wars IP. And there's a reason why Electronic Arts is pretty much just done with third-party IP like Star Wars. They want to focus on the franchises that they own.
The only reason why is because Disney got so pissed with EA that they took away their license, or not license, they took away their contract for them to make Star Wars games under their studio, and they gave it to everybody else. Why do you think, like, you know, Ubisoft has access to make a Star Wars game, which completely fucking flopped? And I just remembered that right now when they were talking about Ubisoft and how they had the former person doing this shit now in here. Just saying. Like, they lost that contract from Disney, so not anybody can make a Star Wars game. So that right there was not because because of this and this, because no, like, the mouse was pissed. You don't piss off a mouse, chat. We've learned that the hard way. I think EA did not learn that the hard way from the other stores, but damn, they really went through the was it like, well, you know how your goal was seeing is believing, and we saw that. They needed to go through it firsthand to actually believe it, and man, they fucking believed it, and they looked like a fucking joke. Still can't believe they did that with Battlefront 2 at the beginning. That show was just a fucking joke right there.
And it was also mentioned that, yeah, Ridgeline Games, the studio in charge of a single-player Battlefield, has been shuttered. And we very much heard
A single-player
from
Battlefield
Marcus Leto,
game
the guy
actually
who's
would have been
leading
very
that studio.
interesting.
Not been saying much here since I don't have.
I'm just saying, like, hang on, like, sorry for the other pause right there, but I honestly feel like a single-player Battlefield-like game, depending on what the setting is, I think it might do actually really good. I know some people are saying, but Sin, I don't think it's going to work because, you know, there's no way they can have a single-player like Star Wars game. If you've been talking to EA, the one idiot that said they can't sell a single-player Star Wars game, man, it's 2025, man, shit. I guess you guys haven't heard of Cal Kestis, right? Yeah? No. Still sucks that Visual was shut down for that shit, though.
Have anything positive to say about Electronic Arts. We talked about it at the time. My recent departure and how
And
so
then they
many,
want to
including
get
my team, are
Assassin's Creed.
suffering
Oh,
due
fuck.
to the industry sweeping layoffs.
I just remembered
Yeah, he
that.
definitely has nasty feelings towards Electronic Arts. I'm sure he was in on the plan. He thought that they were going to have years of making, you know, single-player Battlefield games, and that just never came to fruition. And then obviously even Battlefield Mobile also went up in flames.
EA
because
cancels mobile.
canceled,
Wait, hang
Apex
on.
Legends and Battlefield.
Wait, hang on. Wait. Well, sorry again. Wait, was this actually a thing? They were actually making a Battlefield mobile game? What the fuck? And Apex Legends mobiles too. What the fuck? I thought that was a joke. I thought people posted it as a joke. They actually put money into this and then they canceled it? Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god. They actually were doing this and they put, oh my. Okay, that's kind of funny right there. They act, bro. Even hearing that sounds like a joke. Oh god.
Games, and they shuttered Industrial Toys' studio. But this former EA DICE developer does go on to mention the original 3-studio plan had a long-term
that's
roadmap to
funny.
go from a 3-year dev cycle down to 2, then eventually to annual releases. There are numerous perceived business advantages to the COD model, given that Vince Zampella, again, he comes from that.
And they're still going with like, we can call Call of Duty.
It seems logical to me that this is still their eventual
No, you
goal.
cannot.
I'm sure Electronic Arts, the executives, were given this spiel. I'm sure Vince
I don't even
Zampella
think you
told them
want
about
to.
this long-term plan, and they absolutely love it because they want that COD money. COD just brings in so much, and that's the
Damn. And this was like, shit, man. I remember because Tomy was telling me this from our from one of the talk show segments last month, that Call of Duty, which I didn't know because I don't play Call of Duty at all anymore, that they're doing a lot of shady shit with like DLC, like, you know, add-ons, which is insane. Like, you give them $20 for a skin, they could take out one of the things for that, like, you know, like a five, it's a bundle. Okay, like say you pay, like they were saying, like, I'll just throw the example, like, oh, you pay $10 for a skin of 5 skins for, you know, to put on any weapon. They go in there later on, they take out 2 of the skins, and they then get those 2 skins and put them down on another bundle that also costs $10. So now the 2 skins that you originally had, you only bought the 3 of those 2 skins. But if you really use those 2, you have to buy the other $10 one. But then they could take out another skin that you have and put that on another bundle and pay another $10, which I think that is so scummy. Like, right? That is so scummy and so shady for them. So you don't even own the skins on there. They can take them away and you have to pay for them again, which is just fucked up and ridiculous. So I don't think them copying COD's model is a good thing.
dream at this point, but will that realistically happen? All that depends really on the quality of the content. And it goes on to mention, in the end, Risible, this developer, recommended that Battlefield fans temper their expectations. He elaborated, saying, "To be clear, I have low faith in EA leadership treating the Battlefield franchise with much love or respect."
I still hated that scene right there. I was like, how
for
come no one
good
shot
reason.
back?
I mean, look to what Andrew Wilson had to say in regards to Battlefield, the next one. He called it another tremendous live service. Nothing in regards to the content quality. He was talking about how to monetize this game, and he even brought up the idea of advertising.
If I see ads in my video game, I'm going to point and laugh at you on Twitter every fucking day you log in. That is not a threat. That is just a fucking fact. I think a lot of people will do that. I will be one of those people. I will post an image of me pointing and laughing at you. If they ever decide to put ads in their video games. And I could just picture it too. Oh my god, I just pictured, because you know how YouTube is doing that shit right now? Also, if you're on YouTube, you know, don't blame me if you're using ad blocker. I use it too. So, you know, keep doing it, man. Dude, because I know YouTube is doing this. Like, just imagine you're playing like a Battlefield game and you're about to get like, you know, the best kill of your life. You're about to do a Rendazook, for example. And then like an ad comes up from the P hub, and then you're just like, what the fuck? And then you die. Yeah, you're like, god damn it. Yeah, it's like, dude, like, come on, like, what the hell?
Advertising as an opportunity to be a meaningful driver of growth for us. That's what he was thinking about with the next Battlefield game, how they can make as much money as possible, not about delighting fans or giving them an enjoyable experience. I think that really does say a lot about their mindset and how,
again, if they do that, I'm going to point and laugh at the CEO.
Risible does go on to say that, "I don't have any bad feelings towards all the people at the EA studios who are making the game. Battlefield is a franchise I've loved since high school, and I get pissed at the EA leadership
I've loved
who I
it
feel
since
are not making
before
good
high
decisions for
school,
the
before
franchise and
like
fans.
middle
While
school.
I have low expectations for the next game due to
Early
bad
middle school.
leadership, I truly hope that the next game will be a hit and
That was beautiful.
revitalize things." And
Actually, it was
right
before
now, we
middle
have
school.
seen fans, you know, voicing, you know, we are so back based on the early footage and the leaks that have been happening.
Oh yeah, the scoreboard. People were like celebrating the shit out of that. I remember that. How many of you guys remember that? People were like, "Oh my god, dude, DICE, they did it. The still son of a bitch, they did it. They fucking did it." Takes off shades, like, you know, from that scene from Jurassic Park. That son of a bitch, he actually did it. Like, DICE would be going on to receiving Nobel Peace Prize for them adding in a scoreboard. Like, holy shit. Like, come on, dude. What the hell?
On social media.
I
But it's
remember
very
that
much,
because of that meme. I saw that.
you just gotta pause. Even if they manage to get this game, you know, looking good beforehand, it all comes down to release day and the fact that if they're actually listening
Premium.
to feedback. Again, there's already some concerns mounting. We've seen how DICE handled this in the past, and this is a different DICE. Will this team actually listen to fans?
Dude, that's facts.
It's unclear,
That's
but yeah, we have seen people also saying, "Don't
Free
let the
alpha,
hype fool
beta,
you. They
please.
can do it again."
bro,
Free
facts.
alpha,
I can't.
Battlefield is back.
I
It's a
can't.
beta. I'm sure it's fine. Release what the EAY and yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot of things right so far. I mean, they brought the scoreboard back, but again, it's all about launch day and about if they actually create an experience that isn't unfinished and
3 days
broken.
ago. You
And I
guys,
saw
dude,
somebody
you're a
write
genius.
this as a tweet, and it perfectly summarizes my feelings. Is it going to be as unplayable as the last Battlefield game, pay full price for something that is almost a full alpha build, which is something you could say really about 2042 and Battlefield 5. But yeah, very much
Facts.
so. This is something that people said after Battlefield 5 in regards to 2042, and I still think this is very much so accurate to the next Battlefield game, even with all
Oh
the
my
leaks
god,
and all
dude.
the footage that's online.
They got a
It's pretty
fucking
much
list.
Just don't forget what has happened with this franchise the last number of years, and the fact that what we have seen out of EA DICE is a lot of reasons to not trust them at all. I obviously have more faith.
I
in
forgot
Vincent
they even
Pella.
said
He's
that
done
lots
some
of times. We
miracles
don't
with
have the
Respawn
tech, bro.
Entertainment. Even in his Call of Duty days, he did some amazing things for that franchise.
Shut the fuck up, man.
So I do
You
have
don't
a
have the
little bit
tech.
more faith in him. But again, this is an unproven studio and an unproven team, and so far things look good. But this EA DICE developer definitely outlines a lot of chaos the last number of years, and also a team that is very much so unproven. Anyway, what are your feelings on Battlefield? What do you make of the leaks that have been going viral on social media?
All right, well, since it's already the end of the video on that right there, but yeah, my thoughts on it, don't pre-order it. The line has spoken. This is going to be one hell of a shit show right now. I'm going to be honest with you. And again, like, if it looks playable, if it looks good, chat, if they're doing the premium pass, the non-premium pass model, as they've always been doing, don't get it. Because they're going to do the same shit like they did with 5 and 2042. They're going to dangle that key in front of you saying, oh, look, you could get this. Ooh, you know, that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be dangling that key in front of you guys that you could be getting like all this stuff, but you don't get it. And they just take the keys away. They may have given you like 1 or 2 keys, but you know, like the other 15 keys that they have, they kept. And that's only, and again, but that's only if the game looks playable, it looks good, but they don't have the premium. Because I'm not getting it if it doesn't have premium. Because now they're just going to be like, oh, we could deliver this to you. At some point, maybe. Oh, wait, hang on. We're not making enough money. Oh, yeah, we're going to cut it right here. We don't have the tech or the funding anymore. By the way, check out Battlefield 17. We are charging like $100. It's been in development for 13 years. That's the shit that they'll fucking say. Well, I'm not wrong. You know, they always do that shit every fucking time. I like, come on, guys. You really want to fall for that, like, you know, a third time? Like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, okay, dude, you're a fucking dick, dude. Come on, man. What the hell? You really want to do that to me 3 times? Just saying. That's my take on that. Next we got, and let me just unmute that really quick. But next that we got right now, chat, is Meanwhile on the Internet segment. It is my most favorite segment because it talks about the other stuff that did not make it into this though. But I do enjoy it so much. All right, so here we go. We got Meanwhile on the Internet. Starforge is releasing, has released a very cool PC case from that Kaiju series that you guys really like. And I'll be honest with you, this case, I'll be honest with you, like, if I didn't have the Silverveil PC case, I would definitely get this one. This one looks so clean. It's even got like a panel art right there too. If you guys are looking for that, it's Starforge. Best price size in the universe. Meanwhile, on the Internet, the TV anime series Moonlit Fantasy Season 3 is officially announced. For those people who I probably don't know what this is, I like it. This is a very good anime. I know people won't be saying, but Sin, it goes to the same, shut your mouth. This is a good one. A lot of people like it. It may be trash, but we like it, okay? Meanwhile, on the Internet, the TV anime series of Skeleton Knight in Another World Season 2 is officially in production. Finally, after all these years, we get that Season 2 where they left off in Season 1, where we were just like, wait, hang on. That's it? That's it? Really? That's it? Okay. Shit. But now they're doing it. Season 2, baby. So lots of good stuff that's coming out right there if you like this type of genre.
Store opens at...
And then this is, yeah. So, meanwhile, on the Internet, a Jewel employee buying all the Pokemon cards before the store opens, only to realize that it's, they have it programmed up to a limit of 1. Yeah. Yeah. This is in Chicago. Makes sense. Sorry, people from Chicago. This is what you gotta deal with. He's really gonna buy up everything from this right here. Yeah. Why do people continue to do this? See, look, it's even giving them that notification right there. Like, they're making sure. $600, $400. See, look, he's trying to, like, look at that. It's like denying it's only 1 per. Yeah, dude, nice fucking try. Yeah, nice try, dude. Chad, don't be like these kind of people. And lastly, meanwhile, on the Internet, Apollo Mythos is going to CarrierCon 2025, and it's 707 West Hornet Avenue in California. Yeah, if you guys like carriers, you like cons, and you also really like Apollo, I mean, you will probably seen a lot of stuff from Apollo. I'd be surprised if you haven't. Also, be sure to check out her YouTube channel. She does a pretty good music too. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, be sure to check her out. She's going to be going to CarrierCon. And there we go. That's it. That is all we got. And that has been the entire Sinday Talk right there. If you happen to have anything that has popped up this week, feel free to post it in the Discord, in the reaction channel. You can even post it on the YouTube description too, if you don't want to go into the Discord too. But if you you know, if you want me to see it and cover it, Discord's definitely the way to go. All right, and there we go. That's it. Okay, got the YouTube video. We are 100% on that now. Okay. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of stuff that was kind of crazy though. I still feel like the EA one's definitely gonna fucking bite us in the ass now. Man, man, dude, I'm just gonna say this right now. Like, just imagine this: Assassin's Creed owned by EA, made by the people from DICE. Something inside me died. Like, holy shit, dude, that was like, bro, that was like nightmare fuel right there. 100%, 100% nightmare fuel. Or Microsoft too, which is also lesser nightmare fuel, but still in the same category of that though. So yeah. Okay, we got that video saved. Let's go. And now I gotta go to all the editing now. God damn it. But thank you all so much for coming by. Have a most wonderful rest of your weekend. I will see you guys on Monday at the usual time as we play some World of Warships Legends together. If you happen to have that game, World of Warships Legends, on Xbox or PlayStation, feel free to join in. You know, I usually try to, you know, be like, hey, and if anyone wants to join in, feel free. Play some games together, sail some boats, and have a fun time. Lola, do you want to say anything to the chat before we go? She's just staring at me. And she just knees on my leg again. So I'm going to take that as she is probably saying, yeah, I'm good. And probably hungry too. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming by. Again, have a most wonderful rest of your evening. And I will see you guys on Monday. We will not be rating anybody right now. Just because I got to get to editing. I also got to feed my dog. So feel free to check out anybody in the Discord and in the suggestions channel that they posted their stream links in. And if not, you know, you can look at my recommendation in the menu or in the about section of people who I recommend. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, Squirrel. Bye, Spear. Bye, Moon. Bye, Wolf. Bye-bye.